Guy that's still thrashing away at the front. In goes Mr. Sphinx into that corner. I didn't see him. He's just managed to eke out a little bit of time in there. The wind is still persisting in this direction. Oof! Just a little clip. I need to watch that wall. Probably get the first touch for free. The second touch I'll have to pay for. What we are going to do is make a very quick check of the rain gauge. We haven't got anything there, so I lost a bit of time to Mr. Sphinx that lap, I think. Yeah, there he goes. He's legging it. Still a 24, faster than I did last time. This is early speed as well on this car, so this is full tank of fuel pace. I'm absolutely flying. So is for me. So is Sphinx. He's absolutely motoring as well. Absolutely motoring. A 24 isn't motoring, but it is for me with a full tank of gas. So we're pushing, we're giving it everything. We're trying so hard to make this a thing. Everything still looks to be working. The stream, the Twitch, everything is still going. Let's brake just a little bit later. Let's see if we can gain a little bit. Let's do a little bit more. Come on. I short shifted there. Probably shouldn't. We've got blue flags. Was a solid flag. It wasn't being waved, so there's a waving flag. There's not a guy overtaking us. We've got GT3 cars. Just did I borrow far too much then on entry? No, I think we're good. See if we can get to this Porsche. I don't think we're going to. It's going to be close. That was lucky. Fat Man's gone into the pits on 26%. That's an early stop. I think that might be for sustenance or damage. Or was it because he was fueling and I didn't see it? I don't know. Feels like rain. It wasn't luck, just great skill. With great skill comes great chances. I've got the rain gauge on purely because I think and feel it's changing. I think this cloud cover is quite ominous. Ah, you beast. I think we've cut a couple close there, haven't we? That was probably actually a little bit earned. He's gone. Can't see him. Swine dog. We did a 24.479 though. We're getting faster on a full tank. Let's keep pushing this on. We're learning a lot here. We're learning about how we can just go faster and push this car. I think that was the FAP. Tell by the silhouette as it was parallel. I think that might be. Ooh. Put two wheels in the grass there. That could be Matthew running down the straight. Could be. Yeah, there's definitely 2 cars, and Matthew's going to be quick chasing Sphinxy. He's going to be quick. That car is exceptionally fast. And Matthew is not a slow driver. Let's keep pushing. Big Popper goes to the pits. Team Make-A-Wish Michigan. Couldn't say it. I'm struggling with words now. What I do need is more fluids. We've got fluids. We've had roughly the right amount of fluid. It definitely looks like we're going to get rain. It feels like we're going to get rain. Everyone with push. Not everyone. There's some guys in the FAP. There's a TS030 on track. So not everybody's running the Porsche. .25.5. Come on, Widdow. Let's get it faster. Let's. Didn't really get the power down. I was gradually applying the throttle. Looks like approximately we're coming close to 25% fuel used. Just want to keep this rain radar screen on. I want to see as much information as I can about what's coming and what isn't. I don't know whether it's faster to run in the middle of the track, I don't know. Just going to brake that little bit later. Try and give myself the opportunity to make some gains. Rosy gains, closer than close. Mr. Sphinx to loom back into sight. He's just going round this corner here. We are absolutely banging along. Matthew is just thumping the lap times. Look at him go. The yellow peril is on its way. just got the slingshot there. We've got the draft. I don't think we can chance it. I can look. He's going to give it up. He is going to give it up. He tapped the brakes. I was through there. I took that opportunity. Thank you, Matthew. I wasn't going to wait to be offered it again. I had to slow there, carrying a bit more speed than I thought I was. Get the battle on to hunt down Mr. Sphinx, and while all this is happening, I know deep in the back of my brain there's a 420 team pushing hard as they can, absolutely smashing laps out. Front end went really light on me then as I hacked into that corner. I saw a blue flag. Why did I see a blue flag? A blue light on the bridge. Not really got a gap indicator to Sphinx. I know he's not far away. He's 15 seconds in the lead. Probably. Can we see him? He's just going in there. He's just going into the corner, so he is 15 seconds. Just need rain to spice it up. It certainly would spice it up. I know that was Sam's wish. He wished it to rain just for his stint, so he could throw some miles in. Just going to change ears. See if I can put the catch on. See if we can. That last lap was a 3:23.885, not my fastest. Still looking for that 22. Nine hours to go. Have we? Yeah, we're almost there. Almost hour 15 complete. We're knocking them off. We're counting them down, and we're doing them. It's almost 6 a.m. according to my clock. Because I clipped that curb on the inside. That's a shame. That's a frustration. I was pushing for that 22. Oh. Is that Azza? Azza, welcome. Good morning. It was you that said 9 hours to go. Oh, thank you, Az. Everybody's still at it. Nobody's quit on us. Everybody is still punching hard from the waist upwards. They really are. If you see what I mean, boxing terminology. No low blows, everybody is going for it. But there's blow after blow. There's certainly some action. Mr. Sphinx has managed to work the strategy really well, pushing hard from the front. It's not about just a series of 10 laps. He's actually thumping really hard. 257 laps. I can't moan about Sam having a sleep. He's entitled. Hope he is getting a sleep. I hope he's able to come back and really put a shift in. He's going to have to if we've got a chance, if we need a chance. I don't know who's driving downstairs. Still fishing. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, it is Father's Day all round. Well done to all the dads out there. Don't know how it is, but you've managed to keep your kids alive no matter who you are. You know. Oh no, back end went. That's the first time. You know, you've managed to bring them up and they're buying you Father's Day cards now, so well done. That was an unfortunate fishtail. I got it into fourth gear and thought it was going to absolutely fly, but it didn't. The back end decided to break loose. Call Mama for help. It's not going to work with me. Thrash this engine. 13 years for your bro today. I'm so sorry, Az. My condolences, pal. Thoughts are with you. Yeah. Battle's a real one, isn't it? It's difficult. Yeah, we know that, has it? That's what we discussed a little while ago, and that's why you're there. I understood that. I couldn't take that away from you, friend. No rain on the radar. We just gotta see where we're going now, so 17.4 laps. So we've got round about 10 laps before Sphinxy takes to the pits. And there's Big Bopper chatting from the driving seat. Well done, Big Bopper. Showing support from a member of the team. Got yellow flags ahead. There's been an incidente. Don't know who that's going to be. Somebody's had a spin. In front of us is one of the GR3 guys. Just going to slide past Tiny again. Going to brake late. So far down, 2 points. It's a second slower than I normally am down there. That's terrible. Last lap at 23.527. Hounding down there. Come on. Come on, Widdow. Just in front of there, we've got another GR3 car. Tell you, I haven't overtook the BB 15 hours in. Yeah, we are 15 hours. Holy Chipotle. Non-stopperoonie. Hours. It's been 7 hours and 15 days. Kinda. Wow. The wheel's kinda okay. It's failed twice on me in the last 4 hours. It's probably not far from doing it again. Who's that in front? Is that the third of the GR3s? It looks like it. Those guys are just wheeling those cars around these laps. Notice it's Wheeling for Wishes team car. See what I did there? I'm going around the outside. I'm going full Slim Shady. No contact whatsoever. Just a 24. It's kind of, yeah, it's misbehaving. It's it wants to know that it's in charge. Still want to chase the Sphinx down. Don't want him to get too much of a lead. And I'm also prepared in an hour's time to do a 4th stint. So if Sam really needs to, he can have another bit. But the sun is blazing through the room now. It's daylight in here, clearly. There's no lights on apart from my rig lights, and it's daylight. We are just hammer time. Keeping it going. I think I can still see him. I don't think I've lost the touch. I think we've got a rope attached to his back bumper and we are just pulling ourselves along. I think we're still in this race. I don't want too many penalties. I don't want any penalties. Olive's back. He's brought me 2 buttered croissants. Oh, this is going to be a divine breakfast. He's going to tell me what they taste like as well. Oh, he's the man. The hard miles are happening now. As is. Olives is going to go and eat in front of his PC. You the man. As is going to be back on the fish soon. Oh, back soon. Fish on is what he meant. He's actually caught one. One he picked up from the fishmonger earlier. What have we got left? I think we've got like maybe 8 more laps of Mr. Sphinx pushing on. 8 more laps. Can't get the car to slow down on that lap. What do we think the weather's doing? I generally think I think the threat of rain has probably passed. Even though I think we were fully in danger of rain at some point. That was a slow start to the lap, wasn't it? Feels slow. I'll brake that little bit later than my prescribed normal braking mark. I think he's just dipped over the rise. We've lost a half a second or so. That last lap was a 23.031. That was so close to the 22 we've been searching for. Searching. That's what we're doing. Relatively swift laps. So there's Tom. He's given us the last message of the night. Good night and good luck. I'm up early enough. If you're up early enough, you'll be back in the morning. Thank you, sir. Good man. Sleep well. I think I found a way to get more speed. I think I need to exploit what I've just discovered. I've not just discovered it. It's took me a long time to get it into my head as to what I should be doing. And it's starting to work. Oh, I pushed a little bit too hard then, but managed to save it. Team Fart Call go to the pits one more time. Real tailwind up here. Another 23. Let's see if I can do it again. Don't be a penalty, please. Less than 9 hours remaining. Absolutely stupendous. I think we've taken there he is, he's just making the turn in. I think we've taken 2 seconds out of him. I think we're on the path. I think we're finding. I think we're finding a way. 55% of fuel. Still looks ominous. It still looks like rain is a thing. Fat Man's gone to the pit. Team Fat Man. I can only imagine with 70% of fuel that he was having an issue. It has looked like rain since sunup. It certainly has. It's not actually sort of manifested in anything though. It's just sort of forced me to look at the rain map constantly. That was a bad entry to that corner. I don't entirely know. I didn't change the settings. The only thing we changed was just resetting the server for a different start time. We set it to a morning, then set it back to afternoon. It wouldn't change the weather. I wouldn't have thought so. We had that small technical problem. Another 23 we put in, so really happy with that. And then we just slide in through there. The tyres all over the place. The track seems to be so cool. Doesn't seem to be warming up or taking any sun whatsoever, so the morning is quite overcast and grey. This is not really conducive to fast laps. 1.7 down at that point, so Fat Man's in for a long stay in the pits. It looks like... Oop, just clonked the microphone. Need to scratch the top of my head. Sam changed the EV setting or something, maybe. Look, no, he's reset it. He changed it back. He made sure he told me that before I jumped on. He said, don't want it being glary in the sunshine, so I've put the EV settings back. Generally looks gloomy though. 50% of fuel we've got now. Gonna swing back to the fuel map page. 13 laps of fuel, maybe 5 to 7 more laps chasing Mr. Sphinx. And then we're looking to set to run our fourth stint of the day, this day. Fourth tank full, so it'll be our third stop. We'll run the next stint. Fat Man's been struggling with legs. He's told us he's been putting deep heat on his legs to try and ease any cramping issues. Can't be the only one suffering that kind of level of discomfort. It's going to feel like he had a workout, definitely. So the team I keep forgetting about, 420, they've just gone to the pits, so they've driven hard to make all that time back up. They really are driving hard and doing well. Nobody's forgotten just how strong they can be. Was lazy into that corner. I need to be more in control of my attitude. So they're taking fuel. We're just stripping that back. They're quick enough to come and take that back. That was a 24.6. round to visiting the GR3 teams again. Kind of doing okay. I'm seeing more 23s, 24s than I am 25s. Gonna go wide. Sphinx done 21 laps. Okay, well he's probably got 5 more if he's doing good. Yeah. Who's that in front of us? That's going to be another GR3. I savagely cut that corner. Am I going to get penalised for that? I hope not. Yeah, I'm probably going to get 6 or 7 laps at leading. We don't know at this point which end of the rotation is going to be beneficial. Time for Scampster to log off and get ready to head over to the gym before going home. Thank you, my friend. Check in before bedtime would be appreciated. We will say hello. Also, thank you for the contribution, sir. It's really appreciated. Thank you very, very much. You're a gentleman. Hello. Are you done, mate? You've done all right, Matthew. It's no letdown at all, mate. You've done really, really well. Good job, mate. Yeah, I get it. I see it, mate. I've seen you. So, get some rest, get some sleep, and we'll see you soon, buddy. Take care, mate. Well done. If you want to leave your car in the game, we won't quit you out. You can still finish the race. All right, buddy. He's taking the fuel. I think that was difficult. The car's going to come back out on the track. Car's going to come back out on the race on auto drive. He probably should have left it in the pit. It's a massive undertaking to do this solo. It really is. It's a massive job. I've been driving for what, 4 hours almost, I think. Maybe 3.5. My right hand is sore from these gear changes and from steering this heavy steering wheel. For anybody that's been doing it 15 hours, constant driving, constant hard hours. Absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Take my hat off to anybody that tries this as a solo. For Sphinx to be out front as a solo, absolutely hard earned. But he didn't. So he popped his car out the game. Unlucky Matthew. Not lost forever. You'll be back. Go get some sleep. So into the goes the Far Call team. One thing I must admit I haven't done is forget to forget where I am on the track. So I think if we're looking at the map, that Sphinx ahead of us, he's not that far. If he's just going into Porsche curves, we're doing well. We're doing well, we're pushing on. We're trying to keep the dream alive. For Super Sam, when he wakes up, he's going to be absolutely raging. He's probably going to be horrendously tired. I hope he's not going to say to me, Jim, mate, I'm just going to have to drive home. I can't handle this. You'll be alright finishing that on your own. Well, there we go. That's going to be the answer, isn't it? Yes. He's not, though. He's going to wake up super strong, super refreshed. He's going to whack down a monster in each hand. He's going to be on it. On it like a car bonnet, I think is the phrase. Got to give my nose an itch. I'm incredibly itchy. A 24.8 after a 26. That's a good recovery. Some tired people about, I'm 100% sure there is. Just half a second down at that point. There's a GR3, we're going to pop over the crest and we're going to miss Popper. Not Popper. We're going to miss Sphinx taking a dive into Forza. Me of an ELO song. I'm taking a dive. Wheeling, just hold your line. I'm going to go around you. There we go. Good man. Probably got 3 more laps. The 420 guys have gone to the pits. That's an unplanned stop, I think. Oh, it's definitely daylight. Definitely daylight. Oh, shish kebab. Absolutely fine, mate. How you doing? Oh, good. That's kind of what we expected. We've lost Fat Man. Tote board is light. I've got to update the totals. Oh, good man. Thanks for the heads up, Big Papa. I'll get that changed. Do you want to know what the score's on the doors? We're 10 seconds behind Sphinx. Sphinx is 3 laps away from a pit stop. And we're 10 laps from a pit stop. So I've had 2 wheel failures. I've managed to recover to the pits both times without a massive loss. 420 ran a whole lap with no fuel. So they're a lap down. I just picked up a 2-second penalty. That's just frustrating. I'm feeling alright. I was expecting another stint. If you need to just get some Zeds. Okay, mate. Got 25, well, yeah, I'd say you got 25 minutes before I'm on, so... Alright, buddy. So Sam's alive. He's had himself 3 hours kit, but he's not awake at all. I thought I was going to be doing another stint. Tote board is light. I need to somehow... Well, it'll be light for 20 minutes, so... We will get that updated as soon as I'm physically able to. Can't reach the control. Oh no, we've lost the steering wheel. We've got massive damage. The wheel's gone completely. Oh dear. Oh dear. The wheel failed at the braking point. We've got no engine. Oh, that's mucked it. Yeah, I've got to get to the pits. You've got time to change or do whatever. Yeah, no worries. So that's going to change the situation. Absolute arse. The wheel cut out as I hit the braking zone. I'm dead. I've hit that wall so hard. Physically. There's no battery power. We're running 118 mile an hour, 124. We're trying to get there. We only got 2-second penalty though. Which Sam needs to go and get a drink ready, so by the time he gets back... Or do you want me to get you a coffee? Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's the getaways for Sphinx. Sphinx is potentially... Wasn't expecting the wheel to give up then. Just hope nobody is coming round behind me. There is somebody coming, but the wheel is shaking itself to death. Oh, that's a shame. Gutted. The wheel just quit in the braking zone. Nowhere to go. Couldn't do anything. Fifth time. So here we go, we're going in. There we go, I'm out of the way. Not working. We're going to be a lap down, it looks like. Sphinx's bottom end of the circuit. I think the only thing that's going to save us is potentially rain. Just have to see how these guys driving it. It doesn't look like there's any spray. Let's do the tote board. Tote board is light, I'm told. So hit the refresh. How light? Oh my word, 100 bucks. 100 bucks, that's 2,500 with air middle of the night. 2.5 grandioso. Tremendous. Let me get a new list going for who is the payment zone. Then we've got some real prizes to do. We're going to have to do some pulling of the prizes. We've not been very good at getting them done on time. But let's have a look down the list. I was supposed to give Mr. What was that, Sam? Just had to administer some surgery. Administer some surgery to the teammate. Let's see what we can. I need to get a coffee. I need to make a coffee for Sam. Sam's just going to pick up from where we are. We're still second. So that's going to draw the 420 team back into it. Mr. Sphinx is due a pit stop anytime soon. We'll get a feeling and understanding when they make the pit just what the damage we've done to ourselves is, or I've done. Let's have a look down this list. See if there is another. There it is, Big Popper match. That was the one from earlier, I think. So that's been brought in. So thank you very much, Big Popper. That's spot on. Right, so we're just going to let Sam do what he does. For the minute. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we're almost 3/4 of a lap down looking at that. Mr. Sphinx is coming down there. Sam is making away his long by golf. So we're 3/4 of a lap down, that's the situation. So the only saving grace is that we were 10 seconds in touch with Sphinx when the accident happened. Don't actually know whether he's a lap ahead because we had to run a slow lap. So let me just look at that. He's on 269. Yeah, we're on 268. So he is not a full lap ahead. He is 3/4 of a 420 guys. They're on 266. They're on 266. So they are actually a lap down, which they're a lap down on team 2. Big Popper is on 262, so he's running hard and running fast. Just trying to keep where he's going. Just keep plodding on. He's in the same boat as Fat Man. So just pushing along. Blaney's just back from learning a Beatles song on guitar, one of his favourite bands. What time is it for you guys? It's 6:42 AM. Yeah, we get used to the wheel cutting out. It was a bad call for me to say to Sam. It's not been a problem for almost a week. It's making up for that itself now. Swine dog of a wheel. But it's making it a challenge. It's putting an extra dimension in there. Big Popper running those laps. Let's see what he's doing. He's putting in some monster laps, 328s. He's keeping it average. He's keeping it fine. He's running those laps. That's what he needs to do. Ooh, absolute rank around that corner there. That was Team Fart Call just making a big bend. He picks up a penalty. And I'm not surprised he got that one, but there we go. They're running kind of all over the place a little bit. Big lap times, but they're coming good. They look like they've got a bit of damage. It looks like a controller driver as well, so I'm guessing that's going to be Bish. He's doing his best. What we can ask for at this time of day. Wheeling for Wishes, leading the GR3 class in 6th place or 1st place in the GR3s. He's running consistent laps. Look at that. 401, 401, 401, 401, 404, 404, back to 401s. There's a rhythm there. Team BB's getting the blue flags from what looks like Team Farcall. And again, running 404s, 403s. The odd longer one, looks like some pit stops in there. But that's the Unstoppable Dutch. Just getting overtaken by Wheeling. Yeah, definitely. Whether that's look at him. They don't repair that at pit stops, do they? And then looking at in the pits on lap 211, and I'm just looking at the big screen, and it's raining again in France, and they look like they're under the guise of the safety car. Some heavy damage there to that car that's in the pit. But they're taking fuel and they're going to get that repaired. And while that happens, we're going to flick back to the head of the pack. We're going to pick up Mr. Sphinx, and I'm going to make a couple of coffees. Keep wholly engaged. When I get... Well, actually, what I am going to do very quickly whilst I'm here, I'm just going to click the five members. There's 22 people watching this. So for those people that have stopped on, I'm just going to click. Let's not engage with your audience. What I'm looking for. Go support. Why am I not getting the donate a member thing? I'm just going to restart my thing. Restart it. On my view, that is. I'll see if I can donate. Yeah, we've been watching. And there's nothing on the radar. He actually hasn't been leading the whole race. That's not actually factual. He's been leading since you've been watching. The lead's been shared as Sphinx has gone to the pits. He's gone in. He's raced a significant amount of time in recent. Here's where the catch-up starts. He's only been really leading majority of laps in the last hour or so. Between three teams, they've been handing the lead over most of the race. So what we just have to watch out for is where Sam is now. So Sphinx is in, he's getting tyres, and we can see that Sam is now heading down the Mulsanne Straight. So he's going to be somewhere around about Porsche curves, I think, when Sphinx will leave the pit. So Sam's got a bit to do. I am engage with your audience. Why do I not have the button that allows me to give away memberships? What's going on there? I don't know what's going on there. Let me reload a page. The Sphinx is still in the pits. Have a look where Sam is. Sam is coming down. He's been round and gone round the bottom corner of the track. 59% for Mr. Sphinx on the fuel. Still stationary. Sam's going round Big Popper. I don't know whether it's because it's a YouTube viewing one or whether I'm viewing from inside. I don't know why I'm not able to. It might be a double stop, mightn't it? No rain on the radar, as we can see. I don't know why I can't give away memberships. That's doable. Is that a limited time thing that they've stopped doing? I should be able to give away. Oh, we'll work that out. I'll come back to that. That was a shame. So, Sphinxy is out and away. He's got a 3-second penalty though, leaving the pits. Tham is just coming through the end of the pit lane, so there's 20 seconds between them. Sphinx has pitted. Sam only pitted 2 laps ago. Sam's got a coffee, I've got a coffee. For the night shift, where are we? So, Dorian says, Sphinx did a 27 lap stint. Yeah, you've got to ignore the lap counter. The lap, not the lap counter. The lap counter is the only thing that's right. The time back to Sphinx. Mr. Sphinx has a time glitch. He lagged at some point, and the game miscalculated his time. So every time somebody overtakes him, the next guy ends up 99 point something minutes behind. So just ignore that. The gap is a visual gap we're having to measure. And when we get there, that's the way it'll go. Oh my word, we're going to have to do something slightly differently with the value. At 2525, we are just overrunning the edge of the 42%. So I'm just going to make a little change. See if we can just make that value just the numbers a little bit better, and then we'll press transition and you'll see that comes out better. There we go. Right, I think it's time we do a giveaway. It is the very early hours of the morning. For those people that have done the night shift, there's 24 of you watching on YouTube. There's 2 watching on Twitch. One of them's probably me. Not sure who the other is, but it's not Nightbot or RestreamBot. So whoever's on the Twitch, thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to pull something out of here as a prize. We go for a t-shirt. We have 2 t-shirts donated. We have 2 t-shirts donated by the Dutch teams, and they are Widdowmaker t-shirts in the representative t-shirts that are made up for the guys who are running on the Dutch teams. So I'm going to hold these up to the camera. They are full logos up. Make-A-Wish, America, UK and the Netherlands on the rear. They've got all the logos on. They are in large. These are gonna go up next. I'm gonna draw them fairly quickly. We've got 2 of them. We're gonna do these now. It's the early hours of the morning. I'm gonna go and play a video. I probably should go and get the box and then I'll play the video. We'll give Sam and Mr. Sphinx a chance to settle into their stints. So Blaney's in 10 minutes time. He'll be 13 hours into an AI 24 hours of Daytona. Wow, how long have you been running that? You started that a little while ago. Wowzers. Dirkview86, hello and welcome to the channel this morning. My eyes are packing up, but we're doing okay. It's 7 o'clock in the UK. I'm just going to go and get the gift box, the ticket box. Don't believe I've got any more to add. No, we're at 2525, which is phenomenal. I'll be back in 1 second. Right, I'm back. So let's have a look at Sam, shall we? Yeah. Sam's just putting laps in. I appreciate there's a battle going on at this moment in time, but I've got to do these things. If I don't do them, we'll be in trouble. So please bear with me while we just watch this video. We are doing what we're doing because we're doing it, and it's vitally important that we do these things. So we're just going to watch a video. We'll come back to Sam and the Sphinx battle very shortly. This is why we're doing what we're doing. This is for Make-A-Wish. This is one of their videos. Get to watch it, then we'll make 2 draws.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it.
And whilst we talk about the likes of myself, the likes of Big Popper, the likes of anybody else that get stuck in to try and help raise money, that was somebody who'd received a wish, trying to give back to those people who hadn't had the wish yet and those were still suffering. So it's a real touching presence, it's a real touching story, and it's just the whole ethos of Make-A-Wish wrapped up into one. It is absolutely tremendous, and I support everything they do. So we're just going to make 2 draws, both for those t-shirts, and we'll see it on screen here. I've got the big tub with all the tickets in. There's over 500 tickets in there now. Over 500. Let's see what goes in. Ticket number 272. Oh, there we go. There's a name we know. $272 for the first t-shirt is Nathan DeBow. Nathan is the guy at the top of my leaderboard. So ticket 272 is Nathan. Congratulations, you've won one of the Netherlands racing t-shirts for Make-A-Wish. I'm just going to make a note of that on the back of here. Then we'll... We haven't really done a lot of these. We're going to have to... The second one. You're going to take a break from the race at 3 AM and come back to Daytona at 7. Wowzers. Highlights are the 2 messages above. It's been quite the race at Daytona. Barrel roll from the AI. I don't even know how he did it. 3 spin outs and a bunch of green flag pit stops. Well, that's the way to go. The second ticket I've just drawn out is number 283. Right in the middle of the pack. Let's see who's got that. Now, interesting enough, that was initials PH that made a donation somewhere around about 10 PM last night, our time. So that's PH. They know who they are. We'll find out those details. And there we have it. There's another couple of prizes drawn out and won. And we'll just get them sorted, and then we'll have a talk about where the battle is. We'll try and get into that and see where we're going. Yeah, that's the situation we've had for the last couple of hours. And popped into the 220s. He certainly has, hasn't he? So, just doing a few housekeeping duties still, I apologise. The wheel did cut off again, yes. So Sam's just giving me the lowdown on what he's feeling and where he's going. And we just need to try and then establish where we are. I'm going to pick up the commentary again for a little while. We'll try and build some atmosphere and try and get this part of the race really moving along. So Mr. Sphinx is leading the race. He's our solo. He's a solo. He's one of 2 solos remaining in the race. And nobody can deny he's not made an effort at this. It's absolutely phenomenal to see him go. He's putting in regular 325s, 324s. He's dipped into the 322s with the 322.9. So there's a little bit of issue with his timings, but I don't think there's anything an issue with the way he's moving and going. So he's just coming back up to the start-finish straight. Let's check out where Team Widdowmaker are. They are on the same lap, and they are just maybe 20 seconds behind. Pit stop strategy, very similar. Sam's just arriving on cars as they are just at the point where there's a single lane. He's moving. I'm not talking into the. Not talking into the microphone. Well, he's raced and has arrived back with us this morning. Blaney's off for the night. See you when you wake up. Good night, my friend. Wally's racing's back. All going still strong. We've lost one over the night. Fat man's legs seized up. He's not been able to press the pedals. He tried desperately for 2 stints, but he's just had to pack up. He's put some deep heat on his legs, and he's just not in a position to carry on. It's a phenomenal thing. He got the best part of 15, almost 16 hours done. It's no mean fact to get that far all the way on your own. So he's done tremendously well. If you think about it, we've got 2 more singles left. Mr. Sphinx, who's leading the race, around about 20 seconds behind is the Widdowmaker team. Sam is in control of the wheel. Sam's Widdow did a 4 out, 3 and a bit hour stint, to be honest, and had the wheel cut out on him twice. The third time it happened was a bit critical. There were only 10 seconds within the touching of the lead, and they've had to pit stop and do most of a 3/4 of a lap of recovery. So the race is on. There's 20 seconds between the leaders. In third place is 420 team. They are 1 and a bit laps down on the second place, and then the timings have all gone to Rye. We can see that the top left hand corner. But these guys are still hacking away. They're still making good ground. 277 laps in 16 hours is no mean feat. The people are doing what we are designed to do. We've given away a few more gifts and bits and pieces. We're going to start to get people waking up and coming on the stream again. It's 7 AM in the UK. So Big Popper in 4th. He is running as a solo, as said. He is still plodding along. He's still banging those laps in between 327, 328, 329, 330. He's still doing the laps. It's what counts. It's what's important. Still see he's pushing hard luck. He's just picking up the odd penalty, so it's still trying to make it a thing. He's on lap 273. He's 4 laps down on 3rd place. Team Fart Call, again, still pushing hard, still picking up those penalties. Car still looking phenomenal. Now, a lot of these cars will be suffering through the night because I think they've put in something of the region. Let's take a look at a car I do know. This car was brand new at the start. It's 2,358 miles. That's how far the Widdowmaker car has done so far. As we just watch Team Fart Call just getting a little bit all over the place, but they're on 267, so they're 6 laps behind Big Papa. First place in the GT3 class, we have a 1 minute 39 gap to second, so they're leading quite substantially. Banging in regular time. C401's down there, but now pit stopped and with a full tank of gas. 407s and the time's dropping. Looks like some experienced drivers taking place in that. The first of the Dutch teams that we see is currently running second in the GR2 class. 1 minute 39 behind the position in front in 6th place, so they're in 7th. They're running those 406s down to 404s. 403 I can see on the timing list. Again, pit stop just 2 laps ago, so he's on a full tank of gas. And rounding up the rear in 3rd place in the GR3 class. You can see just shortcutting the chicane. What else could he do? He'd braked late, and as you get out a free jail card, that's your escape route. Only slightly slower lap times, but he's still doing lap 220. And where are we in the Le Mans race? Probably around about 220 laps because of all the nighttime running they've been doing. So yeah, it's progress in the race. Let's go back to that battle at the front, Mr. Sphinx. An unusual penalty. We don't see him. Just arriving at the point where Widdowmaker crashed his 919 into the wall, which was never going to be fun when that wheel gave up. And we're going from there. I dropped my coffee. Let's see what the gap is now. It says 99.25, so that's sort of Tham is probably less than the length of the Mulsanne kink behind. The race is still much on, it really is. I've just got to do some maths. Where are we? We're at 7:30 AM. If Sam runs till 9, I run till 10:30. Sam runs till 12. I run till 13:30. That's what I'm just working out now. So if Sam's running now, 7:30 till 9, 9 till 10:30 is Jim, Widdow. 10:30 till 12 is Sam, and then 12:30 would be Widdow. So we've not really racked out in sync. So what would probably be better is if Sam runs this stint and the next stint, Widdow can run the next one. Sam, oh no, that's not going to work. Sam runs this stint, then Widdow, then Sam, then Widdow, then Sam. That's going to work. If we run alternates. Rotate that now until the end. So roughly 9 o'clock your next pit stop. Ish. Cool. No, you are catching him. He's so if we look at Sphinx, he's running 325 standards. 324s, he's dipping into 324s. You're running 320s, 321s, 322s. You're gaining on him. You just got to knock out those laps where you drop the time. So if you just try and get your eyes in, hit those 322s, you'll be with him in... Yeah, you just can't see him. He just keeps nipping out the way. This is where it was with me and him. It was chasing down the road and he was just getting round. He's actually into Indianapolis now. He's round Arnage, so you're going to see him in the next couple of corners. You're going to see some 2 GR3s, I think, before then. So we've got our strat worked out to the end of the race. Got to try and do some giveaways and bits and pieces. I've still got a dozen prizes to give away. God, we've got some emails that I've not read. Holy hell. Right, it was Saturday night. We don't get many emails Saturday. Back to Mr. Sphinx. Mr. Sphinx picks up a penalty, which isn't going to help his fight. That's just going to... He knows Sam's coming. He knows Sam is hunting him down. So, just working it out, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stints left. 5 stints left to finish the last 8 hours, which is probably about right. We should be able to break it down and swap it about. That means potentially 5 more giveaways, which will leave a few prizes in the bag, but we'll draw those afterwards. You guys we've got plenty of time to do them, but I want to do them a little bit later. Dorian, you have some things to do. We'll come back later. Please come back and check in. I appreciate you've put time in through the night. No one's fell asleep at the wheel yet. Great driving, by the way. That's great. Thank you very much, Wally's Racing. Everybody's sticking in. Slippery's awake. Morning, gents. Hope all is well. Keep pushing, guys. Awesome efforts. Yes, we've got a great group of guys here, really putting the effort in. Sphinx is just totaling those penalties. He's getting tired. You can tell. You can tell he's tired. Front of his car showing a little bit of damage, and there's Sam just looming into reach at the back of the straight. What we need is some perfection from this Fanatec wheel for the last 8 hours. We don't need any more dramas. We don't need it to kick off and tell us it's in charge. That's not what we're wanting. So, just as we go, see Mr. Sphinx there. He's running through. He's just about to hit the penalty spot. Look back to Sam, see where he is. He's just about to go through the same corner. You can see the chase is on. They are literally... I've just undone my microphone. You can see the chase is on. They are literally pacing each other for pace around this circuit. They are arriving at the same thing as you turn the head. Big Popper's giving a shout out to Slippery. I did miss an opportunity to speak with Big Popper last night before I started my long stint. So I'm going to pick that up with Big Popper as soon as he's able to, once he gives me a shout. I know he's got a few things he wants to say. I'll just hold the microphone up to I'll just hold the phone up to the microphone when he's ready to talk. I just need to make sure I'm still in the chat. I believe I am. So when he's ready to go, we will have his moment to say his words. It's probably too early in the morning to see most people. We are running into the afternoon at 3 o'clock, so Here's the man. JB is with us. Warming it, man. He feels worse now he's had a couple of hours kit. Well done. Right. Saw you sat outside having a ciggy. It's like head in your hands, just sort of sat there going, oh, here we go. Those 2 hours you think, yeah, it's worth having, and then you suddenly realise, oh, actually, I'm going to stay awake. But you will feel better for them 2 hours on the drive home. You know you will. Just got to keep that window open. Stereo on. The fags going. Yeah, absolutely. Loads of pre-rolls. Let's check out the gap to the front then. Sam is still pushing. There is Mr. Sphinx in the lead. And there is Sam chasing him down. We are 16 and a half hours into the race. And there is a gap of less than 5 seconds between first and second. This is as good as you could have asked for. It's better than you could have asked for. You know, we just need the Widdowmaker equipment to hold together and stop being so awkward. But the challenge is there. The guys are running pretty evenly on pit stops. I think what we've got here is a situation where the Widdowmaker team pitted probably 2 laps before, and guys are banging in those laps. So 324s, 326s, 325, more 24s than 25s and 26s. If Mr. Sphinx can just turn that up and start putting the pressure on. Sam's 320s, 321s. Sam giving the big war cry from behind. Let's hope it's not in vain. But, they're charging on through. Back to Sphinxy. Now we're getting to the part of the race where genuinely the front end of the car is going to wash out through the faster corners, so the overtaking bit is going to be the critical bit. Mr. Sphinx is turning it on, he's going quicker. Now let's just have a look at the environmental factors. There's a wind 4.3 meters per second. That's not the strongest we've had. We've seen 4.7, but it's a headwind just off to the side coming down the Mulsanne Straight. We've had 0 resets in the lobbies. There's a question from Welly's Racing. PS servers have worked really well. All we've got is a timing glitch issue. As you can see, the timing from Sphinx to Widdowmaker, Team Sphinx to Team Widdowmaker, is just marginally off. It shows him being 99 minutes and 8 seconds in the lead. It's not quite true. The battle for the lead is there. That's where it is. This is the focus on teams, on crypt kickers, just to try and keep it out in front. This is where Sam is able to potentially get the pounce. He will be into the draft. He'll pick the draft up and slingshot away. What I was never able to do. I was never able to make the catch. Look at them side by side. Mr. Sphinx going to swing over, pick up that draft. His lights go down to 2. Or his lights go up to 2. Almost goes down to 1. There is a couple of GT3s in the road ahead of these guys. We've had 0 rain. We've had what looks like going to be rain, but we didn't get any rain. You know how lucky we are with the rain races. When I set rain, it doesn't always do it. We are really quite lucky. There's Mr. Sphinx. Now Sam swaps sides of the road. Just braking, trying to break that slipstream, trying to take the advantage away from the car behind. Oh, Mr. Sphinx just got a little bit slick. Let's just have a quick look into the pits. Big Popper is just taking the juice. There he comes into his slot. Let's get back to the battle at the front. So we're looking at Mr. Sphinx. Now, the way I see it, Mr. Sphinx is going to run just a couple of laps longer than the Widdowmaker team. The interesting thing here is just how much Tham thinks he can run and save that little bit of fuel. Will there be that opportunity for Sam to run that little bit longer? We don't know at this time. I'm just turning around so I can actually sit and see the screens a bit better. I need to be a bit more adjusted because my old bones have been going at this for 16 and a half hours. It's saving itself for your last stint. Well, I hope not. I've got 2 more stints to run, having run a triple stint overnight. Sam's got 3 stints to run, which he'll catch up on. And Mr. Sphinx in second now. It looks like he put in his fastest lap of that stint at 3:23, but Sam's just breaking away now. You can see daylight opened up between the two of them. What happened to the laps I sent you a PSN pic? What happened to the laps I sent you a PSN pic? Oh, there's a pic. Ah, right, so this is the timer glitch I'm talking about. So on the screen you can see it now. I'll explain. So Mr. Sphinx there, Mr. Sphinx had a timing issue where he lagged. And I know it's Mr. Sphinx because it happens to every car when he passes. When he's in front, he has a timing gap of 100 minutes back to everybody. So you can see Mr. Sphinx has a P next to lap 282 on the right hand side. He didn't pit on that lap. When you go back to Widdowmaker, there's another P. So we've got a timing issue. But whilst we've got a timing issue, it is not a problem. We can see who is first. It's based on laps. At this point in time, those laps, if you watch any sort of replay that's generated by GT7, the replays always have lap time glitches, especially on that table on the right hand side. It's just part and parcel of a bug that's in the game. There's no real glitch. See, we've gone back to Sphinx. Those laps are there, and Sam's laps have corrected themselves now. So you've just got to flick backwards and forwards a few times, and it'll pick itself up and correct it. No major drama. It just goes to show that GT7 is not really in the perfect environment. It's not bug free. It certainly isn't. So there's the gap now opened up between Team Widdowmaker and Sphinx. Now that gap's sort of settled. We'll just go and have a look through the rest of the field. Well, that's going to be a challenge, isn't it? I did think about that. How big is a 24-hour replay file going to be? I wonder if anybody is actually going to have the hard drive spare to actually record this one. It'll be tremendous if one of us has, because the amount of time it'll take to share that one is going to be massive. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen it. Every time I review a race for making a video or for adjudicating in the league, I see the same thing all the time. It's GT7 being GT7, unfortunately. It's not perfect. So let's make our way down. In first place then, Team Widdowmaker Racing. 16 hours and 33 seconds is coming through to complete lap 285. Yeah, that's 285 as I squint through my old eyes. Team Sphinx, Team Crypt Kickers coming through Lap 285, 16 hours and 34 minutes. Crosses the line at 20 seconds. Again, the lap times go screwy as they come through. So a 3:24 was his last time. Team Widdowmaker a 3:20. So Sam's putting in the laps. Not entirely sure how many laps he's done since his stop, but he will be aiming for. And he will be thinking about getting through to his pits. We're going to do a swap. We're going to change over at this next pit stop. I am going to be taking over from Sam. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're hour and a half stints, aren't they, roughly? Okay. Okay, no worries. Yeah. So we've allocated each an hour and a half, so my stint will probably left an hour and a half. Sam will probably be an hour and 20, hour and 22. So you might get a bit more driving time behind the wheel. And yeah, Slippery's bigging up the Dutchman. The Dutch teams are absolutely flying. They are second and third in the GR3 class, running line astern. Team 420, we don't really give Team 420 a massive amount of viewing time. They are, we should give them more. They're running in a comfortable third place, it seems. 286, 284. So they're just 2 laps down. They had a massive incident in the middle of the night where I don't know what caused it. I haven't seen any feedback from the team, but they managed to run out of fuel at some point early on in the lap. I don't know whether it was because they got bumped out of the pit lane or whether somebody just does what I do and that's forgot to go into pit. And they trundled the whole lap, which really did affect them. They lost it from there. They've come back and unlapped themselves a couple of times, and then through pitting and pit sequence and fuel levels, they've ended up a little bit way down the field. So Jamie Christian, go on boys, smashing it. Thank you sir, it's appreciated. That's your mate, is it? Sam says hello, Jamie.
Giant.
Oh, the Giant, Jamie the Giant. He's not the gentleman that's come racing with us before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Jamie's raced with us before. Welcome, Jamie. He's raced with us a few times back a year or so.
3 weeks.
A weak and skinny is described as. That's probably not true, is it? You're probably absolutely massive. Yeah. So the 420 boys go into the pit. We'll see them go in, putting in consistent 323s, 324s, averaging 324s. Decent lap time. That would win you the race if you kept to the front. Doing what they need to get a podium, which is just important here. Just as important. So we'll just move on from those guys as they take to the pit lane. Big Popper. He's running. He's just been in the pits, as we saw. He's now on his out lap. I think he's past his out lap. And he's starting to put in some times again. So running just off the pace of the front runner's been a comfortable 4th place. He's on lap 279, which without doubt nobody can begrudge him or put him down for. It's tremendous effort. Absolutely stupendous going that far. Solo as well. And that's a point to note with Big Popper and Mr. Sphinx. Solo. We did lose Fat Man overnight. His I won't say his physical capability, that's kind of the wrong thing to say, but his physical capability was depleted overnight. Chris is checked in. Brilliant guys, absolutely brilliant. Final couple of hours guys, you've all got this. Thank you Chris. Hope you enjoy the holiday. Probably at the airport now and or on your way to the airport. Just switch out and switch off and go and enjoy it, mate. It's a great place to get your hair down. If you've got any to get down, that is. And I don't know. Just trying to move into a more comfortable spot to be able to do this commentary. I want to lean forward and really get a grip to where we are. So Big Pop has just picked up. We'll skip on down to the next racer in progress. Team Farcall. Tham's physical capabilities are extremely depleted. No, we agree. His legs, they've just lost everything. He can't press the brake this morning. He's struggling. I think he skipped leg day. Okay, so I believe there's a Call of Duty match tonight. Jamie, Sam asks if you need carrying, maybe. No idea what he's on about, but there we go. And that's between you and him, not me and you. Or I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. But Team 4 call giving us a flash as they come through the corner there, making their way around Corvette using the outside line. My second yawn of the day. Christ, that was a big one. And we'll leave Team 4 call to they're having their incidents. They've just sliding it. It's raining in France again by the looks of it. The real race is getting the rain as the Ferrari comes down to make the turn round Mulsanne. Third big yawn of the night. Wow. See where we are. So into the GR3 class, wheeling for wheels is just getting followed round what looks like Michelin by the 420 team. Wheeling for Wishes, hailing from Georgia in the USA. Absolutely not hanging about. 238 laps in comparison to 238 laps also for the Netherlands team, the unstoppable Dutch. There's about half a lap between them, so one pit stop would do it. Lap 238. So there's cars on the GR1 LMP1 class. Another massive yawn. Christ, I've started. I want to get a back bedroom window open to get some oxygen coming through. I think that's where the problem is. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Yeah. Again. I've got a feeling it's a controller driver. England, what will they do? I don't think England ever pick the right team for these tournaments. We end up playing friendlies and we're happy with 0-0 draws or 1-0 losses and pat each other on the back and say, well done mate, it's only a warm-up game. I think we learnt a massive amount, we can take it to the finals and win it. Then we draw the first game, draw the second game, put ourselves into a situation where we have to win the third game and then bottle it. And I think you're right, Slippery. I've been told in the past that you can't really criticise Southgate. He's rebuilt the England structure from the ground up. He started with the training grounds for young kids. We've got decent players now coming through from the youth teams into the senior teams. Look at it. We've got 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-olds playing in foreign leagues and coming back to the UK England team, to play games. But I remember a day when England players went to play in foreign countries. They didn't get picked for the national team, but maybe that's just my feeling against the next Tottenham player playing up front. But there we go. It's my opinion. But yeah, I'm with you, Gareth. Gareth. Yeah, I can't see him winning anything. So I'll eat my hat if they do. But I've got more chance of Italy, more chance on Italy winning something. Which after last night's game, hang my head in shame. So let's just have a little 2 minutes on the second Dutch team, and there you can see Sam, the lead car, absolutely chugging down the straight. What's Sam saying about tyre wear? Oh yeah, look, he's 4.4 laps. I think he's 7 laps from the end, and that front left tyre is not looking healthy, is it? Yeah, it is. We can't knock these guys. They're just running what they run, and it's just a timing issue. Some damage on that car. There's some paint chips in there. Keep it plugging, keep it going. You're following the back. You're in 3rd place. Well done, team. My brain is just... Smoky crumpet. No. Smoky pancake. Oh. Right, let's get back to the head of the field. Let's see what the gap is. Let's see what's happening. Let's see if we get a heads up on what's going. Approximately, I don't know when Sam's going to due to make a pit stop. He's running till 9 AM, so if the time is... Well, I just worked out an hour and a half, and I thought it worked perfectly. If you run 7:30 till 9, but I forgot that we'd started earlier, so yeah. But here's the thing, right? If I take over now, you just stick on the last set and you just finish the race. You do the last stint. Yeah. I think if you pit now, I'll take over for a stint. We'll swap about, and then you double stint the last one. When I think you're only going to run about 24-25 minutes extra on the last stint, but that'll see you finish the race, which is what should be happening. And then every other stop, which I do, so it'll be this one, that one, that one, that one, damn. That's kind of what's going to happen. Then we're going to have 3 more draws. We're going to have 2 more draws for GTOmega prizes, and the final one for the big prize from GTOmega. And the rest of the prizes that I've got dotted about, like JB skin designs, etc., etc., we will do as we go along. So we might draw a couple. Got in this bag, I've got bits and pieces. Actually good. I've got 4 prizes that we can immediately give away, which isn't a bad thing. I know there's some more dotted about, but we'll sort them out as we go. Smoky pancakes or smoky cookies? All of them. They're all in there. I can't ever give up what my brain thinks at some point. So that's the way it's going to be. I'm on the edge. Tired. Properly tired. Can't believe we've got 7 hours to go. Still got this to chug along. Who can think 24 hours is like a day? But well long. I've been up since gone 8:30, 8 o'clock yesterday. So I'm into the 24 hours awake now. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now, so probably 24 hours awake. Oh. So here's the thing, here's what we've achieved overnight. Subscribers, 3357, doing really well. And followers on Twitch, I'm at 98, need 2 more followers to make the 100. And then 2 more sub goals, 2 more on the subs to get to sub goal for Twitch. So we're doing okay, we've had some watchers, we've had some viewers. Let's see how many people have watched the stream overnight. It'll be interesting. Interesting to see just how many people have watched and how many people have logged in and what could happen between now and the end of the stream. Oh, 6,000 viewers. 6,000 viewers since the stream started, which is absolutely mind-blowing. 6,000. There it is, and it's still going up. 552 hours of watch time. No subscribers whilst watching the channel though, but not to worry. Chat messages, 1,000 chat messages. Message from Pride in Your Ride. Good luck, guys. Great racing. Gotta get some sleep. Night shift. You do it, my friend. Thank you much for stopping by. Thank you for saying hello. Massively appreciated. Oh, wow. 6,000 watches of a single live stream. Feels good. Thank you. As a YouTuber, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Can't do it every week. But I'd like to have that every week. That would be phenomenal. Where we could be. So we were kind of muted on the old chat there, but I've opened that up. Where are we? 2 and a bit laps for Sam? 3, just under 4, so... Don't push it if you don't have to, Sam. If you want to pit at the end of this lap, giving yourself a bit of rear brake balance, would that tilt it up? Right, okay. Do you think there's grip coming into the track with a bit of heat? Yeah. Well, you'll notice on your next stint, won't you, when it comes, so... Looks like BB is awake. He did say he'd be awake around 7 o'clock. It's now 8, so he's having a cup. Both is nice with a cup of tea. Smoky pancakes or smoky cookies, yes. Cup of tea. Tremendous. Absolutely. Have a look at the gap back to where the Sphinx is. Now, the Sphinx is probably going to pit just 2 kind of laps behind King Widdowmaker. We don't know where he's going to be on fuel. I don't tend to look at that. I'll keep that a little bit of a surprise. Have a run through the field again, make sure everybody sees everybody. Team 420 just banging hard. They're 8 minutes 53 behind the leaders. So they're just 2 and a bit laps down now. They've been raging hard all night. They've been trying to get caught back up, hoping for mistakes from the lead guys, but it's just not manifested itself just yet. They're gonna keep pushing. We know they are. They're racers at heart. They're gonna keep going. Big Popper still got the fastest livery in the West, putting in consistent lap times. Great looking skin, great looking car. Keep going, Big Popper. You're in this for the win. fastest car win, that is. Still the best looking car on the track. Well, no, not technically fastest looking skin. So JB Design or Farcall, Team Farcall, there's the best looking skin, or the best looking skin, not the fastest one. Different colours, different time of day, absolutely ace. Nipping into Forza Motorsport, get it around that corner. Then the GR3 boys, wheeling for wheels. Still putting those consistently quick lap times in, making that gap. Where is he ahead of the next car? He's first in the GR3 class. Just over half a lap back down to the unstoppable Dutch team. 2 minutes 18 behind. That's one pit stop, that's all that's in it. And as we look at the car in third place in the GR3 group, just as in front, nips the 420 boys across the camera, just making sure they're seen. Into the pit goes Wheeling for Wheels. They've gone in, so this is the difference. This is where potentially the unstoppable Dutch come back on a par. Yeah, nice one, Delroy. Thank you, my friend. Your team are absolutely smashing it. I know you had that incident in the middle of the night and it just set you back. But there's no point giving up at this point. You've still got the opportunity. The podium's there for you to take. Definitely. How long it takes to fill this this Porsche up. Happy days. BB's alive. Don't know if there's a driver swap going on for Wheeling for Wishes. They normally give me a shout. Just keep an eye on where we're going. 0.4 laps it looks like. Another 2 complete laps will give Sam satisfaction on where he's going. I need to stretch. It's a driving thing to do again. Get my head in that place to open these curtains. I know it's going to let some light in, but get the air moving. Case of the yawns. Sam's talking us through how it feels to get the washout from the GR3 cars as he comes through the fast corners. 2 laps to go until it's pit time. This one and one more. I need to go and fill my water bottle, so I'm going to do that now, folks. I'm going to hand over. Well, I'm going to set the screen up for me to take over, so I'm going to do that and we'll start to get a bit in car with Sam. I'll turn this microphone off because I'll be ready to drive when I get there. Delroy just adds that these things happen. It's been a sterling effort. Everyone's had an issue or two. Really, it's a stunning effort all round. Pleasure to be part of and to view. Slippery Bandit, light is my biggest enemy when I've had no sleep. Big Blanket, I'm having gnat issues. Big Bim, oh, I see. Bim guy is driving now. No, absolutely no problem. So the guys had a driver swap when they were in. They did. Bimbai has taken over. Bimbai is relatively fast. He's rapid in that Porsche. I'm just going to nip and get a new drink while Sam makes his last 2 laps. Then we'll take over from driving. So we'll see you in a few short minutes, and we'll just leave you within car with Sam. I've done your bloody skin.
Said that. I said that to them last night. I said, I wouldn't have jumped again, so did I have to be time try.
Tuesday yet.
We'll have a week off, didn't we?
I know I've got 2 coming up. Spend on Wednesday.
Just focus on the line.
got the ones for us. There we go. It's warm. Oh. It's a bit of a squeeze, that one.
Stiffness.
Yeah. Very much. Good thing.
Don't change.
Yeah, you'd have to turn that mic back on. So, yeah, Sam hasn't been chatting. He's been seeing the messages. He really appreciates the messages of support. So, thank you very much, guys, for bigging Sam up as he's driving. He appreciates it. Christ, could you take that away? Flipping. I'll just back it up to the corner of the rug there. I've got a... yeah, that's fine. That's fine where it is. It will turn back because it's got one of those swing centres. So just leave where it is. It's blowing on my feet. That's fine. So, I've got the chat screens where I want them. I can see him. It is. It's just a visual thing, isn't it? You don't know how far in front of him you are, but you can see that on the other screen. So he's gonna have jumped on. He's gonna do 2 or 3 laps now. Yeah. We're at 67% of fuel. We've got no damage, which is cushy. So we're going to keep chugging. Yeah. So what I've been struggling with just in the last half an hour, 45 minutes is just keeping awake, because I'm not doing something constantly. It's all right talking and commentating, but got to have something to do, and that's the challenge of keeping awake, keeping the mind active. And while things are a little bit slow and commentating, I'm just starting to yawn, and those yawns are just taking over my thought process. So as I'm going to drive here, I'm going to keep talking to keep myself on top. I will keep going with the chat as much as I possibly can. Going to try and hit the lines. Yeah, big brake pedal, got to push it down. So try and keep everybody awake, folks. We're trying. Yeah, I've got a bit to catch Sphinx now. Sphinx has broken free because we've pitted, but he's also got a pit very, very shortly. There's my guy. Just got to trust the car. So Sam's putting in 20s, 21s, 22s. We're going to try and put in 22s, 23s, 24s. Just going to try and keep that. Got to try and match Sphinx's pace. Got to see where Sphinxy comes out when he pits in a couple of laps. That was the wrong gear to be in. I need a couple of laps to adjust. Yeah, Sam. Ooh, there's me reading chat. Sam did catch him, yes. He overtook him about 8 laps ago. Managed to put on something like 20, 21 seconds, I think, to the gap. And I've got an hour and a half stint now, just to try and minimise that gap. My anchor leg here is just to do exactly that. My role is to try and keep matched pace with Team Sphinx, and just be able to, you know, give Sam the opportunity to do the manoeuvre, just to do the overtake and get the speed. Now, I don't know how tired Mr. Sphinx is. If he's like any one of us, he will be yawning a little bit. He's had no sleep. He's doing it all on his own, just like Big Popper, just like Fat Man was. So We're just on it. We're just going to keep pushing. So my stint, we're just going to do stint about now. I'm going to have a run, Sam's going to have a run. We're just going to keep swapping it, keep each other awake. Give each of us the chance to keep it. If I try and stay awake for 3 hours now while Sam is having a good run at this and trying to get us into an unassailable lead, which is possible, and then I'd fall asleep in the commentary chair, I think. So we've agreed to do laps about. Sam's going to go and get some breakfast. Mrs. Widdowmaker's in the kitchen with the catering hat on. She's preparing bacon and sausage sandwiches. There's one in the Sphinx team, just one, Mr. Sphinx, and he is absolutely rocking it. For a single solo driver to be going this fast all day, all night, he is absolutely like a train. Team BB, I just had to slow down. I was picking up that line. So, and he's no youngster. This guy is an absolute animal. He's 63, man. 63, and he was one of the UK finalists in the 2008 GT Academy. So he's not a slow driver at all. He's got talent, and he was in the GT Academy at, you know, in his 40s. So he's a decent driver. Oh, I've just picked up a penalty there. That's a shame. Shame on you, Widdow. Come on. Yeah, he's solo. I've only had one bio from him. He was planning on having a team, but he wasn't able to get a team together. And we have to trust what he says. We 100% do. He probably won't remember that he said he wasn't a solo, but I don't think he's not. I genuinely think he is a solo, and he's driving like an absolute monster. He's doing really, really well. I can just imagine the support team he's got around him. Sphinx is in the pits on 0 fuel, so he's managed to get there. He's in. This is the opportunity we're looking for. I've now got to push. That penalty's just frustrated me because it's come at the wrong time. I was right. He was 2 laps the gap. 2 laps is the gap. He's in, but he's not started to take fuel yet. He's got to take all the fuel. All 4 wheels span then. He's 15% fuel now. We've got a chance of being in the lead for a few seconds, I think. And then it's really about the next hour, me trying to keep Sphinx behind us. If I can't do that, it's about keeping as close to Sphinx as I possibly can until it's time to hand over with Sam. Probably going to get about 30 seconds in the lead, which if I can run a decent lap time. Oh, we've just got the 420 guys catching us, and they came in hot. They're 2 laps down, so it was good of them to back out of that. I forgot about them being there. I wasn't looking in my rear view. They're free to unlap themselves if they want to take that opportunity down here, down Mulsanne. They can pick that up. I'm not going to keep them behind me. Right, Sphinx is about to be released from the pits, and that's the gap. They're coming out of pits now. We're just down Mulsanne, so These 420 guys are going to come hooming past. I'm not going to stop them. I wasn't looking for them when I saw them in my mirror. So they're all stopping significantly later than me at these corners, so 328's poor. There was a minute and that was a second and a half penalty in there, wasn't there? Bit of a tweak on the back door. It looks like the weather is good. It looks like it's going to heat up. It looks like we're going to get some grip. Some traction. Oh, was there a crash there in front of me? There was, wasn't there? Somebody spun out. Holy chook. I didn't see what happened there. I came round the corner. That car was akimbo. Big Papa's team is a solo, yeah. They're doing tremendously well. I bet they're absolutely kippered. I think the guys behind me had a penalty. I think they did. .420 guys picked up a couple of numbers, I think. Lucky to get through there, absolutely. On the edge. Steering wheel so heavy. So a 24 on that last lap is good enough to match the mediocre lap done by Mr. Sphinx if he has a bad one. So we can say that's a no loss lap. Not really concerned about fuel saving. Gonna slam in this lap time. Oh, that was a bit rough over that apex. Oh, that's a bit cheeky. I feel I'm slow to the gas there. My word, shattered. Got to keep going, got to keep plugging. Much easier to drive in the daylight. You see all the apexes that you need to see. See all the corners that you want to see. Bit slow into there. Now, we're being caught again. Very dark car from the front. I don't know who that is. It's the 420 guys. So, I'm not feeling under pressure at this point. I'm gonna... If those guys want this... I know they want it. They're gonna... pick up this opportunity to make the pass down here. They can go. I have no issue with that at all. It hasn't rained, no, Mariana. Zero rain. It didn't rain mainly on the plane, not in Spain or in France. We are just rattling along, doing the do. Right, they're in the slipstream now. I'm going to let them have that inside line if they want it. I know they do. There we go. As they come alongside, I'm just going to lift them back out, back on the gas. They're going to get the blue flags, but they're fast enough to just drive away from me. Yeah, we won't consider it a finish. I was in the wrong gear coming through there. You can see the 420 boys really getting the run. I ran that gear out. I should have changed up. Didn't lose a massive amount, did we? The track is almost dry in France, in the real race. Good morning, sir. Yeah, BB's just about to take the wheel for the unstoppable Dutch. So the 420 guys are trying to push on and make gains, making their third place secure. Still a massive race on for first and second. As we know, yet anything could kind of happen. There's still a massive amount of distance to go. 17 and a half hours in, 6 hours 35 to go. Wow. Oh, I cut that apex, but I had to brake like a boogery. I missed my braking point. Gonna pick up some penalties here, I think. Wowzers. Yeah, there we go. I was daydreaming. That's a mistake of a maker. I don't know. I generally don't know whether or where Mr. Sphinx is. I'm assuming that's going to be him back up there going through the first of the chicanes. My job here is 20 more laps. I think it was fair. I messed up. More laps, that's all I got to do. Take it to 3:20. Now, who can remember how many laps we were talking about the winning race team can do? Who do we think it was? How far do we think it can go? Definitely suffering. I have to try and keep my soul awake. I know I'm hungry. That's part of the tired problem. If I eat lots of food, I will then be still hungry. Need to keep the fluids going, so when we get to the Mulsanne again, I'm going to drink more, try and stay hydrated. The key to staying awake. .420 guys charging away in front, well done. They're making a move. That was a 28 with that penalty. That's what we did last time. The back end of the car counter steered into that acceleration phase. That was beautiful. Felt really good. Double lift there. Put the power down. There we go. I changed up early. That was a short shift. That was bad. Ginger Candy, we're going, we're moving. Unbelievable effort. Morning, guys, says Ginger Candy. Thank you, sir. It's been alright through the night, you know. It's I managed to take on like a 4-hour stint, I think it was. Sam went and got some sleep, and then the only problem was the wheel cut out 3 times within that time, which left me a problem. Right at the end, Sam woke up just 2 laps into him being awake. He stood next to me talking to me. He says, right, I'm going to get ready to drive. I said, no problem, there's 2 laps to go. He turned round and the wheel cut out and I crashed into the Mulsanne straight and no brakes. So We had an issue where 420 guys missed a lap for fuel. I don't know whether they stopped, they mistimed the drive, or they slid into the pit lane or something like that, and they had to do a whole lap with no fuel. Fat Man, we lost Fat Man halfway through the night purely because as a solo his legs gave up and he couldn't do the pedals anymore, which is a shame. But the way it's been working out is, for some reason, 3 teams were just backwards and forwards changing the lead over and over again for every pit stop. It just turned out a different team was leading, so until the 420 guys had their mishap, it was then Team Widdowmaker and the Crypt Kickers were just swapping the lead. Every time one pitted, the other one took over, then the next one, and that's kind of the situation we're in now, but it's sort of evening itself up. The pit stops are only 2 laps apart, so it'll be a massive call to either pit or not pit that's just going to probably find the difference in the race, or it could be my wheel that makes the difference. One of the two, I really don't know. So just need to put some faster laps in. I'm feeling tired. It's affecting my decision making ability and my accuracy. But still plugging away. That wind is absolutely tremendous off the aircon. Trying my hours out. I can smell the sausages and the bacon that are being cooked downstairs. Wow. It's really not helping. Don't know where the rev counter is, I don't know where to look. Oh, 6 hours 28 minutes to go. Holy hell. My eyes wouldn't focus then on where I needed to look. What we're trying to do is drive away from Sphinx, who is chasing us. So we're going to be in front of him. When Sam comes back to the pack, Sam's going to be chasing until Sphinx pits, and then Sphinx is going to be chasing Sam. We're just going to swap it backwards and forwards. Yeah, we keep pushing, we're pushing. We've got to stay positive. It's the way. We're good. My eyes just don't want to focus. They're so dry. I think I might want to turn my new fan system off. Don't go long. Gonna do that. That'll stop my eyes drying out. We've got the big fan from the Dyson. Itchy nose off the microphone. Wowzer. We've got the Dyson blowing on my feet there. My feet are freezing. Oh. But it's fine. Metal pedals. Cold metal pedals. What I don't want is cramping my braking leg. That'll be tremendously difficult. My target for this is not to let Mr. Sphinx overtake us. Oh, 18 laps remaining. 18. Just trying to thread this through. More laps. Another 27. That's so slow. Come on, Widdow. Come on. picked up half a second. It's just the lift from cutting that first apex, that's a shame. Knew I'd probably clipped that too tight. Just wondering why I hadn't been given the penalty, and then it did come up. Oh yeah. Wowzers. "72 likes, that's tremendous. We've got 6,000 views. It's brilliant. Timed that pretty well. Thank you, Wheeling for Wishes. Wow. Eyes, come on. Absolutely baking now. I've turned those double fans off. Gonna put them back on. Next opportunity. Alright. Blinking like mad. Can't see. Wow. Come on, Widdow. Focus. I'm going into like a silly trance type thing. Come on, gotta stay awake, Widdow. Come on. Is the penalty gone? That time's getting slower. So what's the gap back to him at? Got to assume he's the car in front. Going stir crazy yet. Going cross-eyed, looking at the screen, focusing right on what's in front of me. Got to push through it, as the man says. 17 laps to go. 6:22. Just kept that in. Come on, Widdow. Wow, it's just man. Maybe after this relay get some sleep or at least some fresh air. Yeah, I've got to do something. It's absolutely exhausted. Just trying to focus, and I know I'm not a solo and I shouldn't really be complaining about it. I'm just trying to give you guys the understanding of just how tired I am. I'm just absolutely just holding it together. Oh, we got wobbly steering wheel. Drinking is helping. We're in the lead. We are just trying to push it on. see the 420 gang. They are way up front. I say way up front. They are on their way to undoing their laps problem. I need to move my headphones so it's not crushing my ears. So that'll be at the next straight bit. I don't know what Sphinx has got in the way of a delta to tell him how far he's to catch me up. So just keep him plugging. That's not too bad. It's worse. Oh, slow. Oh, 326. I don't know. What are we doing? Absolutely tremendous. Ice on my face. A bottle. Well, that was cold. Break point is there. Absolutely no idea where he is.